to our little review of the year 2020. It was a year like no other, but we still have plenty to celebrate. We are so proud of all our athletes for showing such resilience, determination and motivation, and especially of those who were brave enough to compete. Some even managed personal bests and records. Thank you to all our coaches, committee and officials, as well as parents, for working so hard behind the scenes supporting all our athletes. This video is just a small selection of the highlights of the season. We hope you enjoy it.
We got the year off to a good start with some promising performances in indoor competition. And Pat starred on a BBC.
I run because I love the competition. You know, people don't realise how much us oldies can do.
And Westbury athletes competed well at the Avon Champs. In February, we celebrated our 37th anniversary with a cake at the AGM and 3 high jump medals at the Midland Championships. The Brooks brothers were invited to compete with the stars at the British Indoor Champs, and Dan made it onto the TV. And finally, lots of mud at the National Cross Country Champs. Boris announced a national lockdown directly following the English schools cross country, so training moved online and home. In April, those of us who could find toilet paper responded to challenges laid down by England Athletics. I wondered where it had all got to. And we went in search of more space to train in. In May, the Merit vs Merit virtual hammer contest raised £1,400 for the air ambulance. The pole vault squad got serious with their workouts. And hammer hit the park. In June, we went standing triple jump crazy in the Nerf Standing Triple Jump Challenge. We jumped in gardens. We jumped in the lounge. We jumped in the middle of the road. We jumped just next to the road. We jumped back in the lounge. But we think that Graham may have elaborated his entry somewhat. The result was that we came third out of all the clubs that entered, winning vouchers that we used to replace our old, split medicine balls. We also took part in the Sports Hall Virtual Home Pentathlon. In July, we led the way back into competition. Behind the scenes, a handful of coaches, officials and committee members, led by Martin, worked with England Athletics to find a COVID-safe way to compete. Martin's risk assessment work was adopted as best practice by England Athletics, and we were one of a few clubs selected to hold a pilot competition. Learnings from our pilot were instrumental in getting the season back underway, albeit without the usual leagues. Athletes self-distance in strict zones for competition and warm-up. Sprinters ran in alternate lanes. And officials maintained a social distance. Our new photo finish setup was a resounding success. Athletes who managed to compete in early July could submit their results to English schools for their virtual championships. Yate athletes fared really well with 9 medals overall. In August, our new shelters had a makeover thanks to local company Sprint Print. There was a massive new under-17 hammer record and a similarly massive under-17 high jump record. In September, Adam was back in action at the British Champs. You can just see him over Denise's shoulder. And here he is jumping. And he finished in a really impressive 5th place. And we all got on with competitions at Yate.
Go on, Phoebe.
And some competitions a bit further afield. October was all about quad kids who had not had a chance to compete all season. We took on Bristol and West under team manager Jodie and had a whole lot of fun and some pretty impressive results in the late October sunshine. There was one final chance to excel at Swindon before we went back down into lockdown. In November, the South West celebrated our volunteers, naming Anne runner-up in the Official of the Year. The club was runner-up in Club of the Year. And our very own Pat Jeffries was named South West Official of the Year. We're also very proud of her. In December, we got back to training at Yate. And Matt set out to find out who was the Yate King of Sport.
I think this is the last lap now. Toby's just going to be over. I think we're coming towards the end now, so this is... His dives over. Oh, we nearly lost it there. Nearly lost it. Again.
Owen and James have recently joined Toby, also taking on Matt's challenges here on England Athletics' prestigious youth talent programme. So, as you can see, the future of our sport is in safe hands. Finally, the Hammer Squad socially distanced for their Christmas photo. Over the course of this strange year, we broke 17 club records. 152 performances made it into the top 100 UK rankings, and Owen Merritt and Luke Ball achieved top 60 under-18 world rankings. Finally, 47 performances were awarded AAA grading certificates. So, quite an eventful year after all. Good luck to everyone for 2021. Keep safe.